Thank you, Rachel. And Knockdown. Am I loud enough? Yes. This is a healing collaboration with my mother, who is not present. She's often not present, but she's present in ways that are unconventional. From June of this year, I went to visit her to pack her house where she'd been living for the past 19 years, and I was there to help her. I'm often there to help her, and it's just one of those unspoken agreements. It's some responsibility that I put on myself. And I typed up her grocery list, which consists of beer, 2% milk, please. I need some bread, rye, simply raspberry lemonade, just a regular-sized one, a liter of Diet 7-Up. I need some more of the Dixie paper plates, one nice big juicy raw carrot so I can grate it. Do you like hummus? There's one that has no high fructose corn syrup in it at the Stater Brothers. Pine nut hummus. If you got a nice cantaloupe that smells good, it could feed everyone all weekend. I would like you to wash some towels for me. If you could please go through your suitcases and then pack the glassware, tape and wrap the paintings. Kitty litter. I want the baking soda kitty litter. Do you know how hard it is to find rechargeable tea lights? You don't have to get everything on the list except the beer. So at her house, I just was there, and she wasn't really there. So this is a way of having her be here. And the recordings that you're going to listen to, the really baby voice kid is my little sister, and she's about 5 in these recordings that were made when we were children. I had this tape recorder, and I would just record people. And I'm about 7, and I have a stuffy nose because I was always sick.
Richie, you were my little daughter.
The first baby steps of learning the practice of medicine are extraordinarily painful, self-doubt inducing, panic suppression evoking, if not turn and run reaction overwhelming. Medicine, nursing, hospitals, alternative health are always synergetic. Discovery, healing, integration, health, etc. would otherwise remain static. As you know, my neck has been a problem for a long time. Recently had an MRI done which shows further deterioration. The biggest problem is that a disc has herniated so far it is now impinging on my spinal cord, meaning the cord of nerves that control our bodies. Besides pain, I have muscle atrophying in my left arm and hand. Also have some reflexes in my left foot that are very abnormal. And occasionally my left foot doesn't lift up all the way when I'm walking, causing me to stumble slightly, but no falling. I asked her what she remembers about being a certain age, those beliefs, those husks of youth.
Okay, come on, daughter, let's go. We must get to church, and you sit down right here. Now, Sunday school is open. Children sing their song.
I will never be like or make the mistakes my mother did. Also innocent, naive, pure hopes and dreams existed in a bubble that had not yet been devoured. I would marry for love, the person meant for me. We would be completely tuned into one another. No arguments, no violence, no economic hard times.
Oh, Jimmy boy, oh, Jimmy boy.
I can't stay home all day.
Oh, Jimmy boy, oh, Jimmy boy. You'll never stay away.
A large 2-story yellow house. We would grow our own vegetables and fruits, at least 2 kids, and then foster the medically fragile. integrate the community schools to give dying children a place where they could connect and be safe and find peace. Maybe even a few animals, people in and out, family as well, a place we could always live, filled with love, acceptance, tolerance, community haven. Then life happens. I marry a dream stealer, an abuser. Those dreams died, but you arrived. Forever my heart in rebirth. And life moves on, oh, so inexorably. If one remains honest, one learns and grows, apologizes when it's the right thing to do, loves without expectation, and grieves without rancor. Life still feels the same. It's just colored by experience. The trick is to remember.
When you hear my baby, I'm excited and I am too. I need to hear your voice,
Human bone transplant replacement disc. My house has a very synergistic flow in it. I put music on, I deep breathe, and if it's really bad, then I go on the computer and I play a poker game or something. Daryl gave me a pot ointment, but you don't absorb the THC. It works really nicely to take the edge off the pain, my knees, my neck. I try to do as much of it homeopathically if I can. I take energies in and I work on myself. But I have a problem with my chakras. They're completely open, and they can't be completely open, and I have the mass in the back of my head. I had been inside my spine and my head. There's something in there. But you know, there's nothing they can do about it, and the neurosurgeon in LA said I'm the only patient he's seeing. I did numerology and the astrology, and they both said it was a very propitious date for the surgery. I called it synergy because all the energies are working out just fine. Things are moving the right way. I can't drive you. Bring a bathing suit.
Melissa, say something. Gaga goo goo. What a nice. Mommy, go out of the room.
How come?
You'll just turn back to singing.
Yeah. Trying to get rid of me?
Yeah.
You are. You trying to get rid of me?
When's dinner?
Not for a while.
I knew you'd say that. Get it out.
No, I can't eat tonight at all.
Melissa, say something. Gaga goo goo.
I hexed your father. David had a message from God that he was the new Jesus. He was to gather together a Paul and Virgin Mary, then proselytize the bus station downtown. He was the new coming, the Savior, God in the flesh. What else is new? The funny part is that he did succeed in winning devoted disciples, a Virgin Mary, but no Paul. Quite a few of the aging baby boomers remember him wandering around downtown in white robes with a staff and a Bible. My feelings toward the bus station, danger, and not enticing or fun, but dead or kidnapped and raped kind of danger. Anyways, love you, baby, Mom.
was a little tree on a kid. Jesus was a little tree on a church in a Bible, yellow and black and white. Jesus was a little. Hey, let me mess up.
Now you'll see what kind of monstrous magic inhabits the forests of Russia. Shall we look at what kinds of demons and devils are in the backwoods of Appalachia? All right, here's the tale of Wicked John and the Devil. Bingo, bingo, Ranny-Gazoo, I have another tale for you.
See that light out there? Uh-huh. That's Wicked John. What's a Wicked John? Well, don't you know the story of Wicked John? Oh, Wicked John was a mean man who lived up in the Appalachian Mountains. He was a blacksmith. Tang, tang, tang. He hated kids, but he did have one good quality. What? He was nice to strangers.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. She was 19 when she had me, and she eloped with my dream stealer father, who she'd known for 2 months. He oozed charisma, but he hated being in his body too. He slithered out of his body by his own hand. He lassoed his spirit and left behind his skin. Gold snakes licked at her heels in the desert. She used to be an air fairy. Well, I was an air fairy in my past life. We kind of got into trouble because we consorted with the humans and we weren't supposed to. My name was Aurelia. Aurelia. It's spelled really funny. I told this immortal man with a deck of cards about how my mom was an air fairy in a past life, and he looked at me with these glowing eyes of his, and he looked really serious and very stern, and he said, "Fairies don't reincarnate as humans." Over the phone, Aurelia told me, "I sent you jaguar power, ocean power, and moon power. I wove them together in a tight vortex, and then I put these rings around the vortex. And you would be walking on air or whatever you needed. So happy birthday, and I love you, I love you, I love you, and thank you for choosing me."
Will soon be home. Their goodness has saved them.
What does it feel like to walk on Earth like the actual Earth in your actual physical body? Is it hard for air fairies to walk on Earth, to be in their bodies? Are bodies always vessels for illness when you are human? Are air fairies the pure indigenous entities free from disease? I haven't been feeling well.
Mommy, go out of the room.
How come?
You'll just turn back to singing.
Yeah. Trying to get rid of me?
Yeah.
You are.
Glad you're feeling better. It's difficult for me to know if what I sent you worked. This is what I did. I meditated on your energy. I brought up an energy comprised of spinning rings with 3-foot spaces between rings, opened clear connection to you, had your permission. Then, using energy of a kadwa, I wove very lightly atmospheric, oceanic, and lunar energies between the rings, integrated entire thing with moderate amount energy of the unknown, then gently laid it around you, ring by ring, with rings becoming larger in circumference as they went away from you. Finally, a wisp of little stars for joy and mother love. It should last for a while. I'm unsure how long. I sent this yesterday between 1 p.m., 2 p.m., reinforced every hour, 9 p.m., reinforced this a.m.
Painted ponies go up and down. We're captured on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in the circle game, yeah.
We used to lay around the Christmas tree listening to Joan Baez records. Joan Baez singing Noel, Joan Baez singing Ave Maria. We would dance to Joni Mitchell. We would do the Dying Swan dance in our socks on the living room floor. At her house, I Googled my mom's pills. She was acting weird. She was on gabapentin and citalopram. I made her a snack. We folded her pillowcases again. We had to put them together in order of size and style in pairs and shelve them accordingly. The sheets were another thing. You can't fold a fitted sheet in a square, you fold it in a triangle, and the beach towels go with the swimsuits. She talks to the pink pillowcase. Where do you go? The lone soldier on the empty battlefield. She has so many pillowcases. She sleeps all the time. She's in so much pain. What do you do with that pain? You take pills. You forget to eat properly. I love those little lemon cookies.
I got some candy.
A week's worth of little candies in their modules with the lids that snap down. I held it up. Mom, what would happen if I took all these pills at once? She thinks for a minute, gets kind of cocky. You'd shit your brains out and sleep for 3 days. Cheerless, there's some Jägermeister in the freezer. She used to be a nurse, Kyron, the wounded healer. Oh my God, my first patient in nursing school, he was so dead, he was stiff, and the blood was just pooling underneath him, so I had to get a new patient. She sounds breathless because she's buoyant, because she's made of air. My name was Aurelia. I had Jim help me. He formed a vortex of positive energy on Tuesday evening about 8 p.m. Our focus was joy and balance for you. I then gently extended vortex sphere to the New York Publishing District to energetically place cognizance of you and your creative efforts. Also ended by sending universal expanded energy to bond you with and sustain your own chi. In an effort to measure any effects, could you let me know if you felt anything or if the air energy brightened things up for you? Anything notable? Will most likely transmit on my own again someday, today or tomorrow. I made a joke while we folded her pillowcases again. She couldn't tell if I was joking or not. Just really hopped up on all these pills. Just like, I'm over here, I'm over here. Can't you tell that I'm kidding? I asked. No, she said. I've been around people who hurt me when I think that they're joking, but they're serious. People who hurt me.
Mommy, ha ha.
You can always just ditch your body, babe. I do it all the time. I was standing in her kitchen recently and she came in and said, I just saw him in the hallway. Who? The black jaguar in the hallway just now. He's so strong.
She said, because I was saying, well, I don't know if I really want to report. You don't? Well, why don't you wait to have kids and just see?
Wait to have kids? You didn't tell her?
Yeah, I said, well, no, I told her I got 2 kids. I said, but we wanted some more.
She was about 25 or 26 there, talking about her singing teacher. Sometimes I lose track of what we're talking about, and she really gets on a roll. She gets really expansive and talks extensively about things, and I just listen. I kind of tune in and out, because sometimes she just isn't talking to me, she's just talking. I met him in a dream. He wanted me there, but it was difficult to synthesize with his body in physical form. What I had been doing was integrated, and then he roared. I had never heard him roar before. Wait, who is this? I don't know. My spirit guide, the jaguar. Oh, so you meet him in dreams sometimes. Yeah, I've been active dreaming for years. I know that. I'm annoyed she thinks I don't know this. Dreamland is a very difficult thing to integrate into another being. It takes a lot more focus. And I get into such deep, dedicated situations that to some people I look like I'm dead. I've been able to access him much more rapidly now, but I try not to do that in dreams. I don't have a name for him. It feels like my body is always his. But he's not malevolent. No, not at all. Never growled at me, nothing. But he roared at you. Well, he called me in the dream. We flew through the trees. He took me to this land. We came to a cliff. I have no idea where it was, and he roared. It came all the way from his belly and out. But he wasn't angry at me.
It's the hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's the song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, if I had a... Woo-wee!
I know where my discretionary chakras are. Not the main ones, but there's little tiny ones that are coming off. And I take and spin my chakras. When I was so blocked and off balance with this neck stuff, he got them all spinning, and I got my transitions. And I said, wait a second. And I started it. And it was spinning one way on one side and one way on the other side. And it's very powerful. I could kill people very easily. I'm doing it right now. Energy just flows out of me. It goes everywhere. I'm doing it right now. I'm using really light protection around my house and around myself so that I feel okay. But all the energy, light attracts dark, not the other way around. If you can't turn and talk to the dark and you can't walk in it, then there can't possibly be light. When my energy is way open, I have the tendency to attract people. And anything that happened to me was a lesson to learn. I feel really, truly blessed. I hate the word blessed, but I do.
Okay, tape recorder. Bye, guys.
Don't? Well, here. I love this color.
I'm making a film, Mom.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Are we going through my purse?
Are you ready for your close-up?
Uh-huh.
Look at that. She's a star. Do this.
I don't need them.
Funny one.